let's review episode 5 of The Shy. This is moreofterra. Be sure to subscribe. The beginning of the episode, I was like, I know that ain't who I think it is. What is Jake doing? I know damn well Reg do not got Jake out here slotting the ATMs. Oh my goodness. When I talk about some Trig, gonna have a heart attack. Trig is gonna beat the bricks off of Reg when he find out. Because Trig just want the best with Jake. And in my opinion, Trig has been doing a very good job with Jake. He's teaching him, but he's also allowing Jake to grow up to be a man too. Remember the mental health group they have for men? I love that Jake is starting to become a part of it now because that's really what he needed. But Bakari, y'all know I love Bakari. Bakari really be outside because when they was doing that little exchange, Bakari pulled that gag out so quick. But one thing about Bakari's been outside. Bakari done drop a body. But Bakari still gets shaken up every time he see a body. Like, he done threw up so many times. He threw up when it came to Rob. He threw up another time, I think, when Duda killed somebody right in front of him. Like, Bakari be outside, but this is not the life Bakari wants, and we know this. But what the hell is Lene? Boom, Lene Papa. I was so happy to see my girl. I love Lene, but Lene not too happy about her brother getting married, and I'm not gonna lie, she was clocking Dom, but see, this is why I feel like Dom and Lene brother storyline. What is the purpose? It doesn't mix with the show, and I feel like it don't mix with the show because Dom don't be around the other women. We see him with the other guys, but we just see Dom every once in a while. Lala be too busy because y'all know she don't be a mess too, so maybe Lala ain't had enough time to do all these scenes. But I love that Lene was here. But I know one thing. Stop it right here. The Shy writers, producers, and everybody else don't make Papa and Lene know. Because, some of us want Papa off the show, but don't make them be all lovey-dovey with each other. No, that is not what we need. We really, really don't need that. But moving along from Lene, the detective. She was in season 1 and 2, right? Because who is her son? Who is her son, and why does he know? How does he know? Well, he on the inside, so he found out that Reg's not really dead. He told his mama, but I don't remember who the detective's son is. Maybe I gotta go back and see what it is. But the pregnant besties, Tiff and Keisha. Tiff and Keisha had a conversation. Now, Tiff likes Trig. I don't know if it's just me, but she was so messed up for saying, I think he only likes trans women. Like, not too much on Trig, but if we know, that's how Trig came into the show, and we only seen him with, well, besides Old Girl, but we only really seen him with trans women. I love that it's Pride Month. Celebration to y'all, and happy Men's Mental Health Month as well. But she said she think Trig only want to, mingle with the trans. And then look, did y'all see how quick Keisha took them glasses off? She was like, hold up. She said a real good. I thought Keisha was about to have that baby for a second, because this is what I think. Keisha and Nook was a thing, but I don't know. I don't blame Nook for what happened to Keisha. I don't blame her at all, because y'all gotta remember, Keisha was being a little bit too much outside before that happened to her, and it's sad that situation happened to her. But Keisha was wilding a little bit, because I remember Emmett was even telling her, like, yo, you need to slow down and stuff like that. But that was back in her day before she came a mother. But she set up so quick, I thought she was about to have that baby when she mentioned Nook. And Tiffany ain't going into too much details about it, but Alicia was right there. I ain't gonna lie, Keisha kind of clocked Tiffany when she had mentioned, like, we watching the other one too, like, ooh. But then Tiffany was like, but you offer. Now, I feel like they both have a point. They both have a point when it comes to EJ. Keisha, you did offer. But Tiffany, they like what? They like, they should be like 7-8 months pregnant now. So technically they both about to pop, but they both had valid points. They both wasn't wrong at the end of the day. But let's get into the boat scenes. Everybody got some money. Hey, everybody got some money. Because why everybody got a boat? Emmett, his dad, and his brother on the boat. Alicia having a boat party. The pastor / Nook is having a boat party. Like, everybody got money. But the most important thing here was Reg and Jake was just sitting there watching. And I don't know, I feel like Jake was supposed to go with Bakari, but you never know when it come to Reg. But it looked like he was really about to go and just go have fun, because we see Jake just wants to be a freaking kid. That's all he know to do is be a kid. But honestly, let's start with the softness first. Let's start with Emmett, his brother and his father. Emmett pisses me off. Emmett been pissing me off all season. He don't want to marry Keisha, not right now, just because she having a baby. I don't know. That's just because it's him growing up. But sweetie, you done had all these babies with all these other women, and you ain't married not one of them. You married Tiffany way after EJ was born. So I'm not understanding. Like, Emmett really gets me. But I like that they was telling him, like, bro, don't wait too long. And they told me some, oh, before Nook slide up in there again. First off, Emmett brother is the funniest person on the show now because he is hilarious. He just be coming at them in the most funniest and shadiest way. But the Emmett feel like Nook trying to get at Tiffany. Either way it goes, sweetie, they both your baby mama, and you in love once was in love. They're each and one of these women, so it really don't matter. But moving along from that, because they was happy times. The pastor and Nook, is Nook trying to change? I feel like Nook is trying to change a little bit, and I like it for him. But then he started telling the pastor a little bit about Alicia. I ain't gonna lie, Nook had a point when he talking about some of the taxes and all that stuff. It's true, but at the same time, we are growing up. So you know what? You do what you do what you don't do. But he started telling the pastor about Alicia just a little bit more. I already knew from right then and right there the pastor was about to use that to his advantage. Because look what he did towards the end of the episode. To come home, and now they about to start working with each other. But he knows that Nook is the person that's doing what it do with these bodies. So where's his loyalty gonna lie? Where his money at, or is his loyalty gonna switch because Alicia gonna offer him a bigger check? They ain't thinking about that. Now let's talk about Alicia. The professor is always onto something because he don't trust Alicia not one bit when it comes to Bakari. Listen, Bakari has also had this is Bakari's best mentor, I would say. Out of everybody he done had, this is someone that wants to see him do better. Because it's like, listen, don't let Alicia walk all over you and take advantage of that. And I love that Bakari, he shared his story. He gave the pitch. He gave his pitch about his life. But at the end of the day, I just feel like he don't want no blah, blah woman to put his work out there, take the credit, make money herself. Because if she invests into his book, of course, she makes money off that herself. So I feel like Bakari was very smart about it. My boy got to work on his communication a little bit better, though. Like, take the hood out a little bit. Take the hood out. But I do love that. But Alicia basically told Bakari, man, I own you. Like, you done signed that paper, sweetie. I own you. See? That's one thing. You got to be careful when it comes to Alicia, because Alicia, she like one of those people, when you give her something, she wants something back 100% in return. Not 10, not 20, not 50. She wants something 100% in return. Now, moving along from the boat scenes, because I don't know what Reg's problem is, but he don't want Jake hanging with Bakari. Ooh, can we please get to that one Pacific episode already? Because I'm so scared, because if we lose Bakari, y'all gonna lose a viewer. Y'all gonna lose me a little bit. But Tiffany, Trig, and Sean, they trying mushrooms and shrooms, but I want to talk about this because sometimes these drugs will take you to a totally different planet. Now Trig had a freak out moment, a real freak out moment. Like, I don't know if it has something to do because his mother's back in town or that Reg is not dead when he's supposed to be dead, but his little drug dream took him somewhere else. Because what do you mean somebody choking you through a mirror? Like, they need to elaborate that more. This is why they say don't do drugs. But Sean has something to do with his mother. And it's so crazy because the beginning of this episode, when he was telling Alicia he don't want to be around like her boyfriend, stuff like that, I was like, do he got mommy issues? Like, that's the first thing I was thinking. And I don't love that he took the mushroom or whatever it was. I don't like that he did that. But I like that when he did it and we saw his little druggy dream, it showed him sitting with his mother. It was like, it's starting to make sense now. But to wrap up this review of episode 5 of The Chi, do not put Lene and Papa together. I will really hate that. First off, y'all worry about Lene and Papa. Y'all need to be worried about Lene and Bakari, because Bakari needs Lene, and this is Moreofterra, and I watch almost everything.